I love the homework time and the snack time. Plus I also like that karate is not every single day, that it's broken up. I like the play times on Tuesday with the girls doing their games and the boys downstairs doing their games, and I like the movie days on Friday. But really, mostly, I love that we have a teacher here who helps with homework every day. I have a third grader, or rising third grader, and homework time is going to be really, really important for her next year.
The academic part has, I can honestly tell you, the academically part has made a difference in our child's approach to schooling. Her homework grades have gotten better. She has studied harder. She's learned some skills in refocusing after leaving school, refocusing on homework for a little bit before going off to do physical things. So it's made a difference.
I'm Nancy. I'm known as Mrs. M. That's the first letter of my last name. It's easier for the children. My role here is basically to augment the need for overseeing their homework during karate time. So the rule of thumb here is to have a family-oriented atmosphere in which when they have questions with their homework, they come to me or I come to them in the homework room or in here in the computer area and answer questions as they come up for their homework as it pertains to whatever subject that they have been assigned for that night. I might help someone, a young person, read. I might time someone who has a 40-minute space of time in which to read to fulfill an assignment. I might help someone with a whole sheet of math problems or explain the homework directions for that math. There are times when there are directions given in the French language, which I actually have done my best to interpret, and so that they can do the homework. It's usually quite straightforward. I was taught in French growing up for a few years. That has served me well, but really, by and large, for the most part, it's general, straightforward, four-subject homework problems or assignments that I help them with, whether it's an assignment given to them for a 5-day span of time, and I help them for that 1-day homework section, or they might want to go 3 days ahead, and I'll help them with that. Great. I might also, if they want to be heard with spelling words or questions for an upcoming test, I can ask them those and they can respond and see how much they still have to study.
That's great. So you also check the homework that they're assigned to do by their teachers at school, right? You check that they get them done?
I do. I make sure that they have finished their homework. The first question they have when they come to karate and come into the homework room is, where's their homework assignment and may we please see it? So the senpais and I will ask them to show us their backpack or their assignment notebook, whatever the case may be, or even their assignments themselves, so that we're sure that things aren't slipping and that they finish it in an appropriate amount of time so that they don't have so much fun that they've forgotten they had homework to do. Right. Because the agreement is that they make sure that that comes first, then the karate. And of course, they have camaraderie galore. They have friends and have an enormously wonderful time here. And so we understand that. And we just provide the parameters around which they can perform their best.
Awesome, awesome. So what kind of feedback have you received from the parents so far? What do they tell you?
By and large, they have been very pleased and impressed and want their children to continue. Just a few days ago, a mother of a child who has had trouble learning to read, but they are in kindergarten, wanted me to try to see if there would be a way that I could continue the reading throughout the summer for this child. But there is no such program yet here. But he had improved so much under my tutelage that the mother was that impressed. As a matter of fact, the school was thinking he might need remedial help, this, that, and the other thing, but she could see that because of his age and where he was, that he just needed another chance. And lo and behold, it really showed itself that he was grasping things faster. Let's see, there was another example of parents who had a child. She's adorable, and they all are, but she consistently lost her homework and therefore couldn't do it. Or if she had her homework in front of her, she couldn't get down to business. This is a typical problem, but for her it was besetting. So we just made sure that she did it. We just kept on saying, this is what your mom and dad expect, and we just basically gently guided her and kept her at it right in front of her, so she couldn't do coloring or enjoyment reading or playing until that was done. And she's improved so much that even she herself loves to do homework, when before she said she hated it. She not only loves it, she's shown her prowess at getting it done faster, and she's really, I think, a talented student, and they will discover that in short order at school. So I've had very positive interactions with the parents, and I've met many of them and informed them of what we do, and they visited up here, and it goes really well. And I can't say enough about Enshin Karate. It's one of the best establishments I've ever worked for.